So there we have it, complete tail section, welded on the bag in sections so it doesn't get too hard. I just ran some polishing grind over it just to make the welds a little bit more pretty. They were pretty good, I'm quite happy with them anyway. So that's all good. Grinded flush on the side and fill the weld with the V section I created, and then grind it off flush, put a bit of polish on that. So yeah, finally the tail section, the tail piece is ready to be bolted on the bike. The only thing I couldn't weld is this joint in there. The reason for this, the angle is too sharp. I can't get my welding gun in there. Probably TIG welding would be the place to go for it, but I'm really not bothered with that. This is more than strong enough for what it needs to be, and to waterproof it, because the gap over there is so tiny. If you can see it, once it's all painted, primed and painted, obviously after we do a dry build, I'm gonna run just some clear silicone in there, just a little bit layer, just to seal the gap off, so no water and no other road shit gonna get in there, and that's gonna be completely waterproofed this way. But other than that, I'm really happy with this. Obviously there's more finessing that need to be done here. I need to get rid of this brace over here at a later stage, but yeah, let's get it put in the bike. Right, let's try to put this on the bike for the first time. Well, first time properly anyway. What I do, I just try to align the top holes first. Always do it by hand for the first few turns, so you know you're not cross-threading the bolt, especially with a bit awkward position like this one. And once it's in, you can torque it out to the right settings. Start loosely in. Need to put a couple of washers on the side nuts because they're slightly too long. I'll deal with it later. And that fits just right there, and then the other side. And if it didn't distort it, which I hope it didn't, I should be good to go here. And yes, I am. So now we just need to tidy it all up, and we're laughing. So far so good. Tight. There we go. One tail section has no flex to it. I moved the whole bike by just this unit. Definitely not going anywhere. Really happy with this. Grinded off flush. As I said, put some silicone over there later on when it's painted. Nice welds in here. Solid piece. Beautiful. Obviously needs some finishing touches, but the main work is done. Later on I would run probably a seam weld all along these edges here, but not yet, because I haven't figured out how to mount the seat over here, how to make the seat base how I want it. I haven't figured this one out yet, so there's a chance I'll need to grind some of these tag welds off, or not, I don't know. But at the moment it's in place, it's solid, it's not going anywhere. I can always run a seam weld later on when I'm ready with the whole assembly. I don't want to just overkill this. At the moment it's not going anywhere, it's not going to distort, and we're good here. Haven't decided how to mount the seat on this yet, but we get there. Cheers everybody. So yeah, that's tail section. The main construction more or less ready. There is obviously a couple of things I want to do around it, but at this stage I'm satisfied with the progress. The main construction, as I said, the very base of this, it's done and it's solid. It's more than strong enough for support my fat ass on this bike, and it's not going anywhere. I'm really happy how it came out. Just what I had in mind. The lines are just right. So that was the major part of the fabrication on this bike. That was the change in the geometry of the frame slightly. Well, not the main frame, but the subframe, and the riding position altered and all that. And this was made from scratch as well, so I didn't modify the old subframe, which was sitting over there. I just created a brand new and fresh one from nothing, from sheet metal, which is a very satisfying process. The next thing, probably I want to create a mount for the petrol tank, because the tank will need to be raised slightly like that, and I'm gonna cut off these tabs over here, so I got a straight smooth line going through the petrol tank all the way to the tail section. So I'm gonna cut these tabs off, and I'm gonna use this mounting point, but at this stage, because it's lifted, it's slightly too high for what I like, because I like the seat to be probably like an inch, no more than an inch higher than this, and it's going to be wrapped over the frame with a little hump going this way, so it's right level with the petrol tank. So that's the seat is going to be. So I need to deal with this. Probably going to cut the whole thing off, and then just make it a bit more flush down the petrol tank, fill this gap over there, and relocate the mount point. It's going to be a single mount point. I'll probably create like a brace across this section over there, so I can bolt it from the top and then cover that up with seat. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the seat yet. Probably like a 1mm sheet metal again. Try to fabricate something over here and then just wrap it around. I haven't decided how I'm going to mount it yet. If you have any suggestions, drop me a comment below, and I'll be happy to rig that. You know, two minds is better than one, especially a drunken mind like mine. Cheers. So that's probably the next thing I'm gonna focus on. I'm trying to do this as often as I can. You know, every time I have like 1 or 2 hours, I jump into the garage, or over the weekend or in the evening, come in and just try to get some progress on this build. There's a lot more to be done, obviously, let alone the petrol tank relocation, the seat. There's a quite major part that needs to be done to the carburetor, because I want to move it to the other side and kind of locate it 90 degrees towards the front. But that's kind of uncharted territory, so I need to experiment with this, you know, before I go ahead and get my friend to TIG weld it all around from stainless steel, the mounts. I need to do some redneck way of making sure that's going to work, but we're going to get there later on. Then obviously the foot pegs, the rear sets, I need to extend the controls, because at the moment they're in the middle. I want to have them rear sets when the passenger and foot pegs are. So that's one little project coming up. The side on the handlebars, the side on the headlight as well. And once the dry build is done, I'm going to take it on the road, see how that handles, see how it feels, and then we're going to start stripping it down for paint, painting wheels, new tires, painting swing arm, painting the frame, probably powder coating that, I don't know. I haven't decided what to do with the engine yet. Probably aqua blasted or soda blasted, get it somewhere. I'm not sure if that's worth it or not, because it's quite a lot of effort to doing that. I may actually give it a go to clean it all by hand, you know, myself, and then just spray it black again and polish the silver parts that can be polished. Because I think I want the engine black anyway. I don't know yet. Don't know what the color scheme that's going to be, but that's all to come. I think that's it for now. I'm gonna finish this couple of bays and see what else I can do over here. That's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Any suggestions on the seat? Again, drop me a shout and I'll look into it, because at the moment my mind is blank, but I'm happy with the progress so far. So yeah, have some beer and rock hard. I'll see you next time.